Oh, Lynette, I think this house is going to be marvelous.
I know it's perfect, isn't it?
Wow, Lynette, this view next is incredible. Can I wear it before night? Please say yes.
Of course you can.
Hello, Lynette?
Yes? Oh, Jackie, how wonderful. We haven't spoken for ages. Why don't you come down to see my new house? I'd love to show you around.
Lynette, I would love to come and see you.
Well, just jump into a train or a car and come
I
now.
will, my sweet. See you very soon. Bye.
And Jackie, what have you been doing all these months?
Working, ugly work with ugly woman. But I have good news. I'm getting married, and his name is Simon Doyle. He's wonderful.
My darling, so you are in love.
I know, but it's frightening sometimes. And Lynette, you need to help us because Simon doesn't have a job. So please, you have bought this place and you will need a land agent. Please give Simon the job.
Oh, Jackie, really, don't worry. Bring your man here and let me meet him.
Oh, Lynette, I know you wouldn't have let me down. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Blondine, how are you? Is there a table for me?
There's always a table for you, Monsieur Poirot. There any crime to investigate?
No, I'm a man of leisure. I'm trying to enjoy my life without work. This winter I will visit Egypt.
Ah, Egypt, cool.
I'm not being silly, Simon. Lynette won't let us down. It's the right job for you. We'll wait for a month.
And then I'll marry you.
Yes, and we'll go to Egypt, the pyramids, the Nile. But I wonder, do you care about me as much as I care about you?
I wondered.
Oh, Lynette has got married.
What are we going to do about it?
The normally says today. And one of us could go.
Surely you don't want to go to England to speak to British lawyers.
No, Lynette is going to Egypt for her honeymoon. She's planning to be there for at least a month. I think if I got there, I could manage the problem. A meeting by chance, Lynette and her husband. I think I can do it.
We have got to.
Hercule Poirot, the detective. That funny little man. And he seems to have attracted the vast figure in the place.
Well, I do like it here very much.
Do you? I think it is so sad. The hotel was empty and people are so old.
Well, I know I'm very old, mademoiselle.
Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking about you, please.
Well, it's normal that you look for people of your own age, mademoiselle.
Yes, there is only one person that is my own age, but he looks so conceited.
Hi guys, you seem to meet everywhere.
Jackie, we didn't expect to see you here.
Simon, what can we do?
Mademoiselle, may I join you?
Should I guess? Mrs. Doyle has promised you a large fee and has asked you to come and speak to me.
Well, yes and no. I'm not accepting a fee, and what is done is done. So please go home. You can do anything in the world.
You don't understand. Simon is my world. You saw us in a restaurant. We used to love each other. Then Lynette came out, and she has always been able to buy everything she wanted. She wanted Simon, and then she just took him.
And he allowed himself to be taken?
You don't understand. Lynette is much more attractive than I am. So when she came out, Lynette couldn't see anything but her. But he will always love me.
Even now?
I know, he hates me now, but he better be careful. When I came here, I bought a gun, but I couldn't choose whether to kill Lynette or Simon, so I decided to follow them, and it's working now.
Well, mademoiselle, please don't open your heart to evil, because evil makes its home inside of you.
You can't let me change my mind. I'm not afraid of death. I have no reason to leave now.
Have you already persuaded Jackie to go back home?
I'm afraid not, Monsieur Doyle.
Okay, I admit what I did here is not really nice, but Lynette is starting to feel guilty. And I have a plan. We told everyone that we were going to travel tomorrow, no, from 10 days to Carmack, but we have booked 2 tickets with false name and we are going to travel tomorrow.
That is an interesting plan. I'll be on the Carnac too.
Oh, Monsieur, I'm afraid. I've never had an enemy, and now I feel like surrounded by enemies. I feel like Simon is my only friend, and it's terrible to feel that other people hate you. We are caught here, and there is no way out. But anyway, sorry, I'm being silly. I have to change my dress for dinner.
Hello.
Hello, Race. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm going with you to Shell.
Well, if you would have arrived there quicker, you would have taken one of the
government receivers, so I guess you're here for one of the passengers.
Yes, he's guilty of 6 or 5 murders. He's on the book.
Do you have any descriptions?
No. Do you have any ideas?
Well, yes, but not enough to speak about. Anyways, I'm very worried about a certain case. Person A did something bad to person B, and person B is making some threats to person A.
They are both on the boat?
Yes.
I'm so sorry that you have to stay with me, but Cornelia left without saying a word, and I saw her talking to that awful man, Mr. Ferguson.
Don't worry, I'm happy to stay. Now Cornelia is living with her best life. Oh, a message for me.
That message is...
I don't understand. Carrots, potatoes.
It is very bad. Careless like this.
Oh, these Italians are awful.
Never
I'm really
mind,
sorry.
darling. Let's
Kitty,
go
but
look
you know,
at the souvenir
you
you like!
Good evening, everyone. I think I'm going to bed. Good night. No, please, Cornelia, stay with me. I feel like talking.
Jackie, you should go back.
Don't talk to me, Simon. You know that Simon did a really bad thing to me. Didn't you, Simon? I told you I'd rather kill you than see you with another woman.
Mrs. Doyle has been murdered, and you know that she stopped her maid from marrying you.
Was not her business. I was angry with her, but I didn't touch her.
Where were you at the time between 12 and 2?
I was in the cabin with my friend. You can ask him.
Okay, we need to find out someone who can tell us the time of the crime.
So, is this marriage making you nervous?
No.
Well, I know you tried to make Lynette sign some documents, and I know you tried to kill her.
No, I didn't.
Well, I know you're also trying to get control over money.
No, because her money is going to go to her capital.
Yeah, but Simon couldn't have killed her.
Do you think I killed her? Are you crazy?
So, mademoiselle, at what time did you go to bed last night?
10 o'clock is my usual time. Last night I was a little later. I was waiting for Cornelia.
And did you hear anything at the time?
Yes, I heard Miss Doyle's maid sing to her good night in a voice that was far louder than necessary. So I fell asleep again and then woke up thinking that someone was in my cabin, but there was someone in Miss Doyle's cabin. Then I heard a splash and I looked at my clock and it was 10 minutes past 1.
And do you know what made the splash?
Yes, I saw Miss Otterburn throw something into the water.
Rosalie Otterburn.
And then?
We got it, Colonel.
So it was thrown in the water.
And that is my shawl.
Well, what is it?
Mademoiselle, did you leave your cabin last night and you throw something in the river? But this one shoulder saw you.
No, we didn't.
And did you kill Lynette?
No, I would never do something like that. I would never kill that. Can I go now?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Which one of them do we believe?
None of them. I think they're both lying.
Good morning, Miss Bowers.
Good morning, Pro.
So what is it that you want to tell me?
I need to speak with you because I know who took the pearl necklace.
Did you take it?
No, Mrs. Van Schuler did. I know that she takes things and she wraps them always in the same place in a pair of tags.
Okay, thank you for talking to us.
Bro, she has been stabbed in the heart.
Oh, look. It's the corner of a 1,000-franc note. I remember her saying, if I climbed the stairs, I might have seen someone. Now I realize, I think she might have actually seen someone.
She demanded money to stay quiet, but after he killed her, We need to call Dr. Bethner. Doctor!
She has been dead for 1 hour. So what was the context of the message?
The message was
Call
about...
the race, Monsieur Perrault. Simon, I know who killed your wife.
You think you know, but you're not certain.
Yes, I know, because I know who killed Louis Burgess. Therefore, I know who killed Mrs. Doyle.
And so?
And so, the murder is...
Wait anymore. Are you going to tell us who's guilty or not?
Well, yes, but not just yet.
Yes, Miss Bowers has just told me about Mary's problem. It was a shock, but Dr. Bressner was wonderful while he was explaining her problem.
Well, how's your patient? He's doing very well.
Okay, I'm going to your room and hear the conversation. He's told me about the message.
It was a message all about vegetables. It was very funny.
So that's it, riquetti. This is a code used in South Africa. Potatoes mean bombs, carrots means guns. So riquetti is the dangerous man who killed more than once.
Well, Riquetti is your man, but he's not the one who killed him.
But who is he?
That's sweet. I like an audience all for myself. I like everybody to say, look how clever Hercule Poirot is. So I first knew this plan was very carefully planned when I found the gun wrapped in the velvet shawl in the Nile. And then an event occurred. Louise Bourget was killed, and because she was asking money to stay quiet. And I remember when I asked her if she had seen anything, she answered, maybe if I'd been unable to sleep and had climbed the stairs, I might have seen something. So this means that the murderer was present at that time. That means it was one of us. So, and the only people that were there were me, Dr. Bessner, Colonel Race, and Simon Doyle. So that means that the murderer was Simon Doyle. Mademoiselle Robson had seen Mademoiselle de Belfort fire her gun, and had seen Simon Doyle fall on the ground, get a handkerchief and cover his leg, and the handkerchief then became red. But actually, Simon Doyle wasn't hurt at all, and Jacqueline didn't do this on purpose. So while Robson and Fanthorpe were on the deck, Simon removed his shoes, got the gun from under the sofa, went into Lynette's cabin, shot her in the head, went back, got the velvet shawl that he had hid carefully, wrapped it around the gun, and shot himself. So then the plan went wrong, and Louise Bourget saw Simon go into Lynette's room and then come back, and Mrs. Otterburn saw Jackie go into Louise Bourget's room.
No, it's impossible. Well, Monsieur Perrault, I don't think it could convince a judge, but you know, Simon admitted everything, so...
And what about you, mademoiselle?
Don't worry about me, but you do worry, don't you?
Well, yes, mademoiselle.
And you still think I should be punished?
Well, yes.
And actually, you're quite right, because killing people is such an easy thing. You just start thinking that nobody matters, only you matter, and you don't know Simon, but he's the type of man that loves buying things with money, but he would never marry a rich woman. And one day we met and we fell in love, but Simon knew I didn't have money. So one day I saw him reading about arsenic, and I thought I needed to help him. So I decided to organize this plan, and then...
Well, it's not your fault that Louise Bourget saw you.
Yeah, and I killed her. It's like, if I think about it, I ask myself, why? I just killed her. Like, Simon told me I needed to kill her, and I was so afraid, but then suddenly she was counting the money, and I just killed her. It was such an easy thing, but really, don't worry about me.